So here is the project for today. We are going to build new shelves about 10 feet long right along this area here from the freezer over this way. Why I choose 10 feet, that'll leave me a little area over here for tall stuff, and 2x4s come in 10-foot lengths. So this is like part 3-ish of my garage organization. Obviously, the bins was number 1. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I have these extra pieces of OSB now, and these shelves are only going to be 12 inches deep. Like, I'm going to use that one right there, actually. And then these will get cut down to 12 inches wide. And I got these from in here. I don't know if you guys saw this one. I reimagined all these shelves. So I had a spot for my laser, a little desk to work from, and then I picked up some more storage here. And then I've got this one up here. I still have storage under here with these bins, but I'm probably going to end up stealing this door. We'll see how many shelves I need, but that door is probably coming off as well. But what we need to do is get this cleared out so we can build the shelves on that wall.
Why do you keep doing the black?
So this area is completely cleared out now. Didn't go far. Also, it's right there. So what I have to do now is I have to put the back braces that support the shelves along this wall. But as you can see, the drywall ends right here. And behind this drywall, there is what looks like probably 1/2 inch OSB and then 1/2 inch drywall. So there's an inch that I need to fur out, probably this stud, and this stud, so that when I put the horizontals on, they have something to screw into. So the great part about having OSB back here is there is plenty of places to screw stuff into, but you can see where the studs are. So this is not going to be an issue. So I found this ripped 2x4, which for my luck just happens to be 1 inch thick. I'm just going to cut that in 3.5 inch blocks and put it behind the 2x4 where needed, as opposed to furring out the whole stud. That's just a waste of materials. So the next thing I need to do is set my level. And what I need is 24 inches off of right here. This slopes down, so by the time I get down here, it's probably going to be closer to like 27 inches, which is fine. And the reason I have to come up that high is because I need space under here for things like coolers, my generator, and that motorcycle. So we'll put that there. I'll probably grab my laser and throw a line up. So I got the first ledger up, and what we've decided is we're going to have a 2-foot shelf here, 2-foot shelf here, the line right there, and then we're going to go 12 inches for the rest of the way. And this top shelf, you're like, well, that's really high. It's way up at the ceiling, but the ledger will go right even with this bracket. So we'll be able to put stuff on top of, as before, the shelf was like halfway and this bracket was in the way. Kind of what I have over here. You can see. I just close the door and I can put stuff up on that shelf, no problem. I'm using the 3-inch Grip-Rite screw because I have to get through 1.5 inches of wood, 1/2 inch of drywall, 1/2 inch of OSB, and then into the stud. So for all these ledger boards, I'm going to be using these 3.5. So I think they're 3-inch, 3.5. Let's look right here. 3.5. And I'll have a link to those in the description. Okay, so Trevor and I got those tacked up for now. 2 foot, 2 foot, 1, 1, 1. It looks narrow, but really this is just the back and the front. There's going to be, you get 3.5 inches once stuff's on the shelf. I still have to put the spacers on these other ones and then screw on all the studs. I don't know if I said this just a minute ago, but just as a reminder, those screws have a 1,500 pound shear force, which is a down force. Pulling off from the wall is a whole different type of force. But if you install them per the manufacturer's thing, you get 1,500 pounds per screw in down force. So imagine all these screws across here holding that ledger on the wall, plus all the screws on the front going into the supports holding on. There is no way I'm going to put 4 tons worth of stuff on any one of these shelves. So there's no way I'm going to ever shear any of these screws. Okay, so off camera, I put all the screws in. That looks like a lot, but it is. And there's lots of screws in there. So now what I'm going to do is actually put the boards that come out. And those are pretty much the length is the width of the shelf less 3 inches for the front ledger and then the front, I don't even know what to call that, like beam or whatever. So I'm going to measure my OSB, see which one is the narrowest, and that's going to set the standard for the rest of the shelves. Okay, so I toe-nailed all of these. Oh my God. Okay, so I toe-nailed in all the cross braces. In hindsight, it probably would have been easier just to screw them in from the back. But when I started, I thought I was only going to put 4 shelves in and I would have been short one. But again, not a big deal. I just toe-nailed those in from the tops and then threw another screw in the side just to give it strength. And that's fine because these will all be tied together with a piece of plywood on top. And while I was at it, before I kind of filled in this corner, I finally got the electricity sorted out on my numbers. That's where the power supply is for these. And if you haven't seen the video on that, check it out. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I got all the face boards up and my measurements were off, unfortunately. So I don't know if you can see it, but this shelf is actually right here. This top one is a little bit narrower than the rest of them. So instead of cutting all these bars, I'm just going to leave this where it is, and I'll just cut this top shelf just a little bit narrower than the rest. But as you can see, they're not supported right now. They're just screwed into the wall, and they're just floating out here. I mean, they're a little wobbly, but I'm going to have legs on them. But I just wanted to show you. What I'm going to do now is actually, I'm just going to put the end legs on, one here, one there, get them all squared up and level, and then I'll put the shelves on them, and then I'm going to have one center bar that comes right down the middle. Okay, so that end board is in, And that end board is in, and these are now rock solid. There's a little bit of flex here in the middle, but that's only because I haven't put this center board up yet. So the next step is cutting my OSB to width, putting those in, and that's it. That one ended up being 15.5. These are all 16. And all my boards are 8 feet or shorter. So I'm going to use 8 feet and then just put a scrap. Doesn't matter, it's just shelving. And all the shelves are laid on. I really just need to screw them down. And I had to close the door because I have to get up in that corner right there. But it is just past sunset also, so I need to get moving so we can get this stuff back inside. That was a lot of screws in there. So the last thing I got to do, I got to put this center support right here. Let's get that done. We are done. Now let's get this stuff on there from outside in the dark. So what do you think? It's about 5 or 6 hours with the actual work besides running to Home Depot, running back, taking dinner breaks, stuff like that. The only thing I would change is I'm probably going to take this shelf and drop it down a little bit, probably 6 to 8 inches, just to get a little bit more room here. And if that looks even better, maybe I'll average these shelves out. We're still playing with it. We'll have to live with it for a little while and see how we like it. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put those down below. Speaking of comments, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you do, hit the bell for notifications. If I've done anything in this video or any of my other videos that you found helpful, consider joining my channel, becoming one of my Patreons, or giving me a super thanks. I've got some videos over here you may be interested in. Subscribe button's right down here. Thanks for watching. Dad it yourself.